Hello, everybody, and welcome to the FNAF Security Breach Ruin tier list. Today, we'll be going through every single character in FNAF Security Breach Ruin, and we'll be ranking them on a tier list. So, if you don't know what a tier list is, probably already know, but S tier is best, obviously, and D tier is obviously the worst. So, yeah, Ruin came out about a month ago, I think, around this point, a month ago. And it was pretty good. I think it was better than normal Security Breach. It was a good DLC. I didn't play it because I don't have a PC or a PlayStation. But hopefully it comes on Switch soon, and I'll do a gameplay series on it. But from what I've seen, it looks pretty good in all the gameplay videos I've watched. So yeah, today we're ranking every single character. So let's just get started with Cassie, which is our main character in Ruin. I think she's a pretty good character. She had way more information given about her than like most FNAF protagonists. So I think she's actually an A tier. The only thing I want to know is like who was her dad, but pretty good main character of the DLC. A tier, pretty good character. Like I say, like probably a 9 or 7 out of 10. Next we have Helpy, which helps you when you put the mask on, or the Vanny mask. And I'm not really a big fan of Helpy. Like they're a good character, but they're not really that important. So I think C tier. They don't really do anything that like crazy. Then we have Gregory himself. So Gregory is not even in the game. He appears like right at the end to talk to Cassie, but that's about it. So he's getting the D tier. Also, he's just a bad character. I do not like Gregory. Gregory sucks. Gregory's a bad character. Next, we have the main villain of the DLC, the Mex's security program, or the Entity. So the Entity or the Mex's security program has W-Riz, so they're obviously going to get S tier, 100%. No questions asked. Okay, now, but all serious, pretty good character. I like their design. Their design is really funny because they got that really weird looking jawline, like the perfect jawline you've ever seen. And yeah, very cool character. They're not even a bad guy, right? They're just a good guy. Like they help. They basically just trying to stop you. They're doing their job. So yeah, very cool character, and yeah, pretty awesome. Next, we have just some minor characters. We have the mask bot, not the map bot. We have the mask bot, which gives you the Vanny mask. I'd say they're just a C tier with Helpy. They're basically just connected because of the mask. But yeah, they just give you the mask and they just die. So that's basically it. Then we have the first animatronic you see in Ruin, which is Glamrock Chica, or Ruin Glamrock Chica. So yeah, Glamrock Chica in Ruin, her design is like really cool. Like it's pretty scary that she's all destroyed. Like half of her head is missing, and she's got like some trash all over. Her face is just covered in like melted cheese or something, or like just complete trash, and like it's kind of disgusting, but it's really cool and creepy at the same time. So yeah, I think Chica gets like an A tier. Very cool design. I would say some of the other designs are better, but yeah, very cool design. I think Shattered Chica in Security Breach had one of the best Shattered design, so that's probably why I'm putting her in A. I think this is a little downgrade from Shattered Chica, but it's just a more damaged version. One thing I want to know about Ruin Glamrock Chica is that why do we give her her beak and then she does absolutely nothing for the rest of the game? Like she just collapses in one of the bathrooms and then just doesn't like do anything else. Then we have Montgomery Gator and Ruined Monty. Bro's an absolute rabid dog. Do not go near this thing. He is a tier. Quite silly. And yeah, I like that section where he's like crawling through the water and stuff. He's like swimming. I don't know how he does that with not like dying, because I don't think robots can go through water. But like yeah. So that was Ruin Monty. He's pretty cool. His casing is all just completely gone. He's just the endoskeleton at this point, and he's basically insane. So next on the tier list, we have the Glamrock Endos. Nothing interesting about them. They're going in D tier. Nothing interesting. They have the same mechanic as Security Breach, just the basic Weeping Angel mechanic, where you look away, they start moving, you look at them, they stop moving. Basic stuff. Next, we have Eclipse, or Sun and Moon. Eclipse is pretty good. I like Eclipse. I'd say they're going in B tier, not as good as everyone else. But they're pretty cool. They kind of just appear for that daycare section and never appear again. But I do like their voices and stuff. Their gameplay section wasn't really that interesting since there's no actual threat coming after you aside from mexes. You just going through the play structures, doing the anomaly thing, and then finding the nodes and stuff. But that's it. And to turn on the lights. That's all they do. They don't even come after you. So yeah, they do have a jump scare. I didn't even know they had a jump scare until a week after the game came out. So yeah, okay character. They're pretty cool. Next we have Ruined Roxy. I love Ruined Roxy. She's a great character. Way better than the original Roxy in Security Breach. In the original Roxy in Security Breach, I didn't really like because she was kind of a bit rude, not very nice. And yeah. But this Roxy, pretty cool. I like her design. Her design actually looks pretty creepy, not like the original Roxy. But yeah, she actually, she's nice to Cassie because they're best mates. But yeah, it's pretty sad when you deactivate her, but then she comes back 5 minutes later, so I don't really know what that point of that was. But yeah, pretty cool design. I'd say I'd give her a design about probably a 7 or 8 out of 10. Pretty cool. I'd give Ruined Monty's design probably maybe a 6 or 7. Ruined Chica probably 6 or 7 as well. Eclipse probably 7 or 8. And then Mexes 10 out of 10 obviously. Obvious reasons. Next we have the Mini Music Men. These have 9 different types of designs. I'm not going through every single one. I'd say they're pretty creepy. I'm just not really that interested in them. I don't really care too much about the Music Man and stuff, since I'm not really that big a fan of Music Man. Doesn't really seem to FNAF for me. But he's still pretty cool. These guys just crawl around. They're pretty creepy. The designs, they have a bunch of different designs. There's a melted one, there's one with its face peeled up, and there's the rabbit one which is shown on here. There's a bunch of different ones. I'm not going to show them all because that'll be too much work. So then in Bonnie Bowl with the Music Men, you can also find Glamrock Bonnie. I honestly do not care too much about Glamrock Bonnie. I'm not one of the people who complaining oh my god, we have to see Glamrock Bonnie in the Security Breach DLC. We have to see him. It's gonna be so insane. Nah, I didn't really care too much about Glamrock Bonnie. I wasn't one of the people who would go crazy over him. I don't really care about him. His design's okay. Better than the fan designs and stuff. I prefer this design way more. But yeah, I don't really care about him that much. He's going in C tier. Next, in Phaser Blast, we have Ruined Freddy. I'd say he's probably the worst of the Ruined characters. His section was pretty lackluster, where you literally just do the security node thing, and then he chases you, you find him, he see that little prototype thing on his foot, and then he chases you, and you do the little AR inhibitor thing where you put the mask on, and he disappears, and that's it. He's just gone. He just leaves. So yeah, he's an okay character. His design is pretty good. I like his design. He's missing the head, which shows that the Princess Quest ending was the real ending. And because he's missing his head, he has the exact same damage. He's in Phaser Blast, so that 100% means Princess Quest is the canon ending of Security Breach, and also the sword in the Princess Quest arcade machine, or for Princess Quest 3. So yeah, pretty cool design. I'd give his design about maybe 6 or 7. Yeah, pretty cool. I'm pretty sure most people are expecting to see Shattered Freddy, from Security Breach, in that one DLC poster. But yeah, no, we got Ruined Freddy. I think he's pretty cool. I've probably said that 5 times already, but pretty cool. Next we have Candy Cadet. Candy Cadet's okay. He's just the same Candy Cadet as in Pizzeria Simulator, where he just tells you stories. He tells a story about the mother and the son in the cabin in the woods, and the little monster in the basement that's trying to get the son, and then he's He sings the lullaby and the sun comes down. It's like, sun comes down and then the monster grabs him. Okay, speaking of the monster, the Mimic. The Mimic is pretty cool. I love the Mimic. Mimic is 10 out of 10. Mimic is peak fiction. The Mimic is from the books. The Mimic is pretty cool. The Mimic is awesome. The Mimic is love. The Mimic is life. But yeah, the Mimic is from the Tales from the Pizzaplex, if you haven't read them. And yeah, he's got a whole origin story and stuff. But yeah, the Mimic appears at the end of Security Breach as the final, like, chase scene, final boss, whatever you want to call it. And like, he chases you down the hallway. You go into the elevator. He gets his arm chopped off. And then he's pissed. This guy just looks mad. He looks angry. And then Gregory cuts the elevator. Well, who knows if that's Gregory? That could be the Mimic. Who knows? We'll never know. Because it's FNAF, that's why. But yeah, the Mimic is pretty cool. I like him. He's got a pretty good design. It's faithful to the books, where like he has the dentures, the fake teeth. He's got the white eyes with the orange dots. He's got like a bunch of wires coming out, showing that he's been damaged. He has like a bunch of different like parts attached to him, a bunch of different endos, showing that probably Edwin, the guy in the book, in the story, who created the Mimic, just used a bunch of random endo parts he has lying around, which that's pretty cool. It's very accurate to the book, so I think the Mimic is pretty cool. It does mean that like stuff from the books can go into the games now, which I'm not really that big of a fan of. It's okay, because like you have to read the book to know what happened in the game. You have to read the book to know what happens in the games, like to know what this character is. I've already read the story, so obviously I already knew what the Mimic was. And yeah, S tier, very cool character. So let's go over the list one more time. In S tier, we have Mexes, Roxy, and the Mimic. Very cool characters. I like them all. Some of the best characters in this DLC. A tier, we have Cassie, the main character of the DLC. We have Ruined Chica and a Ruined Monty. In B tier, we have Eclipse and Ruined Freddy. They're okay characters. Their sections were okay, not really that interesting to me. In C tier, we have the minor characters that aren't really that interesting to me either. Like we have Mimic and Mask. Well, we have Helpy and the Mask Bot, which are just associated with the Vanny Mask. The Glamrock Bonnie and Music Man associated with Bonnie Bowl. They just all appear in that section. Candy Cadet is just normal Candy Cadet, obviously. I'm not that interested in Glamrock Bonnie or the Mini Music Man. In D tier, we have the Glamrock Endo and Gregory. Glamrock Endos are just basic from Security Breach. They just took their same design and their same mechanic, put them in Security Breach. It would have been cool if they had something like the little Mini Music Man, where they had different designs, or like they acted different. Just something different, because they just been chucked there. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that tier list. If you don't agree with my opinions, that's okay. If you agree with my opinions, that's also okay. You can also just go in the comments, comment your favorite Ruin character, comment your favorite part of Ruin, comment what you liked about Ruin, comment what you hated about Ruin. But yeah, comment what you would change about this tier list. You can do whatever you want. I don't really care. It's just your opinion. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.